Tripp Kramer here from trippadvice.com. I'd say that one of the most painful parts of the whole process of meeting women, attracting women, liking women, getting into relationships, all that stuff, is when you finally end up falling in love and then it doesn't work out. A lot of guys, everyone in general goes through just a tremendously painful time when you have this one woman who you guys had a connection with, you were together, and then all of a sudden, unfortunately, it doesn't work out for whatever reason. So I'm making this video to help you, the guy who is struggling, who is probably in a tremendous amount of pain from being heartbroken, maybe being broken up with, maybe you're the one who broke up with her. I don't know the situation, but she no longer loves you. I'm going to say to you right now, the biggest cliche that your friends are telling you, your family's telling you, and now I'm gonna tell you, but that's because it really is the only answer. However, I'm going to take this answer, this cliche message, and actually put some steps for you to take. So what's the message? The message is time heals, right? Time heals. Time heals all. Over time, you're not gonna care about her as much. It's kind of like this graph, right? Like right here, you're in a lot of pain and you care about her and you're thinking about her and you're like, ugh, she doesn't love me, I love her, God, this hurts. And then as time goes on, slowly, that pain goes down and goes down. And then becomes actually non-existent. She becomes this kind of distant memory in your head of like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember when I was with her. Man, that was a crazy time. Oof, that was a tough heartache. And you're okay because you moved on. But how do you do this? How do you actually get over this fact? I'm gonna give you two things to do, things that have actually helped me in the past. One, you cannot contact her ever again. Maybe you've heard of the no contact rule. There's a reason why this has been popular. There's a reason why there's a whole subreddit. If you ever go to reddit.com, there's a whole subreddit on no contact. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check that out. It's a support group for people who are trying to not contact their ex. The reason why people do this is because the more and more you contact this person, the more and more you keep them in your life, the longer it's gonna take for that graph I said earlier to go down and for you to care less and less and less. Because the more she's in your life, the more you're thinking about her, and then the more recent memories are with her. So you're not letting yourself let go, you're not letting yourself move on. Unfortunately, the hardest thing to do is the best thing to do, especially in this case. So that means that you have to unfollow her from all the social media. You cannot talk to her again. You cannot text her. You have to tell her to stop texting you if she's texting you. You have to tell her to stop commenting or liking on anything in your social media. You have to let her know that you are done and you have to move on. And you'd appreciate it if she would leave you alone. Maybe not in those harsh words, but let her know that you want to be able to not contact her or be connected with her for quite a while. There is magic in this process. The first few days are going to be painful. It's withdrawal. You're getting over a drug addiction. In this case, the drug is love, and love is coming from this person. So you need to go through the withdrawal. So the first 3 to 7 days are really tough, okay? I'll give you some tips in a second on what to do in those days and moving forward. But you must do this because on day 7 and on, she starts to become a little bit of a faded, distant memory. It starts to become really faded. So what you want to do in this process is also keep yourself busy as much as you can. Do not spend any time alone in the first 3 to 7 days. Yes, it's inevitable you're going to be going to bed alone, waking up alone, but you need to spend time with friends, with family. You need to go out, you need to do things, you need to do activities, you need to keep yourself busy, you need to ask friends to hang out, whatever you can do. Go take walks, go outside, be around people. Being alone is going to make this worse for you, and it's also going to probably tempt you to contact her again, which is what you don't want. We don't want to contact her. So you're going to keep busy. Here's another thing you're gonna do. Because you're in this tremendous amount of pain because she doesn't love you anymore and you're going through this withdrawal, you're gonna wanna do something, it's gonna sound a little cheesy, I know, but it actually works very well. You're gonna go to the store, you're gonna buy a journal, okay? I don't even want you to go to Amazon to do this. I want you to go to a store and buy a journal. Go through the process of picking one out, holding it in your hands, figuring out which one feels good to you, and then buy a pen. You're gonna take this journal, you're gonna take this pen, and this is what you're gonna use when you're in a lot of pain. In those moments where you are alone, probably at night before you go to bed, you're gonna be like, this kills. You're gonna take the pen, you're gonna write in the journal, and you're just gonna write whatever you want. This doesn't have to be a Dear Diary. This is what I did today. This is just a way to express yourself and do it in paper. So you take all this pain that's in your head and in your heart and in your body, and you just dump it on this journal and just write anything you want. Write that you miss her, that you love her. Write the things you don't like about her, that you do like about her. There's no rules here. The only rule is you gotta write it, you gotta use a pen, journal, write it all out. This journal is your new buddy. It's a way to express these painful emotions without keeping it inside, and letting it go is gonna be very therapeutic for you. I got some more info on this. I did a whole podcast on how to get over the girl who broke your heart. I'm gonna put a link to that podcast in the description below. This is my podcast. It's called How to Talk to Girls, so you gotta check that out. Also, if you don't already know, I'm doing a live event Saturday, November 3rd, 2018. Go to trippadvice.com/events. Again, that's trippadvice.com/events. Go check that out and join me for one of my first live events. I've done some in the past, but I haven't done one in a long time, so I almost consider it maybe one of my first. But come join me with a bunch of other people, me learning some advanced attraction techniques. If you're watching this way after November 3rd, 2018, go to that page anyways, because that's gonna be an updated page with the next live event. So go check that out, and I'll see you in the next video.